Good day, everybody. Today I'm going to come to you and show you my straw set. This will be my first time doing this on myself. As you see, I'm almost done with it. Normally, if I had all my hair, I probably wouldn't do this because it's kind of time consuming, but since I only have a little piece of hair and no hair on the sides, I went ahead and decided to go ahead and do it. So these are the straws I'm using. And there's a story behind these straws. As you can see, they're all individually wrapped. As I was driving, I was trying to think, what can I do to my hair? So I started thinking, and then I said, I think I'll try a straw set. So I'm like, okay, I'm almost home. I don't want to go all the way back to the store, which is about 5-6 blocks down the street. So there's a 7-Eleven right around the corner. So I stopped in the 7-Eleven. I look on the rack to see if they sell straws. They didn't have any. So I see all of these different straws by the Slurpees and the Big Gulps. So I go over there and I get a Big Gulp thinking, well, if I buy a drink, maybe they won't say anything about me getting all of these straws, right? So I buy one drink and I have all these straws. I get to the counter and the man says, older Asian man says, you have one Big Gulp, you have one straw. One Big Gulp, one straw. So I said to him, well, yeah, I'm buying one Big Gulp, but I have 10 kids, and I don't want them to get sick, so I need all these straws so they can each have their own straw. And he looks at me and he says, oh, okay, this time. But next time, one Big Gulp, one straw. So anyhow, that's how I got all of my straws. Is I bought one Big Gulp, and I got about 30 different straws. So I'm going to go through and actually cut these in half because as you see my hair is short, so I don't need the length of the straw. However, if you have longer hair, then of course you would need a longer straw. So I'm going to go through and just cut these right down the center like so. And then since mine are individually wrapped, I have to take the time to actually unwrap these, but if you just buy them at the store, then they probably won't have this wrapper. And so I would just take a couple. In my head I have probably maybe 30 straws cut in half, so really about 15 or 20 straws, but they're just cut in half. So after you get all your straws cut or uncut, you're going to get your product. Now I'm using Super Skinny Serum. This is a Paul Mitchell brand, and it's used mainly to help your hair dry faster and eliminate frizz if you're getting a blow dry or flat iron. But it does help even with these kind of styles to help your hair dry faster under the dryer. It's about $20 for this one bottle, so it is expensive, but it only takes one pump for your entire head. If you have really thick hair, maybe 2 pumps. That's it. It's very concentrated. As you see, it's very thick, but the concentration of it, see how it just soaks in very easily, absorbs. So you don't want to pump and pump, or else it's going to build up on your hair, and you don't want that. So I use the Super Skinny first. I wet my hair. 1 pump Super Skinny, then about 2 pumps of this, which is the B&B foam wrap. This is alcohol free, so it doesn't leave your hair dry. It gives just a little hold and a little shine. And you can also use it for roller sets, or if you have a relaxer to wrap your hair, or even if you want to wear your hair curly, you can use a little of this and let it air dry. And that works well. And of course, I have my Equal Styler gel. Now I'm only putting this on the ends because my hair is short, so when I wrap it around, sometimes the ends pop out, and that kind of makes it stick to the straw. And so I've already put all of those products in my hair. And when you have product in your hair and it starts to dry, there's no need to put more product. All you do is just wet it, your spray bottle, and it reactivates the product, so therefore you don't have to keep using product over and over. And so that's what I did with the B&B and the Super Skinny. And then as I get ready to roll, I just put a little eco styler on the ends. I just take my comb and starting at the end, move this hair out of the way. You're just going to roll. It doesn't matter the direction. I actually did mine in several different directions. I did some going to the left, some going to the right, some going back, just to give a more natural look, but you can do whatever direction you like. Now as you see, I'm also leaving a little space where you can see the roller in between my hair, and that's going to give more of a spiral curl. If you want a closer, tighter curl where the curl is just one loop all the way down without any space between the curl, you would just roll it closer together. So instead of doing it with the space between, if you want a tighter curl with less definition between, then you would just roll it close together where you see no spaces. See, just like that. But I don't want to do it like that, so I'm going to leave a little space in between each time I roll it under. Also, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I'm going to sit under the dryer and let it almost dry completely. Then I will just sleep and let the rest dry, because if I let all of it air dry overnight, the curl to me doesn't set as well as if you sit under the dryer, and the frizz doesn't stay away as much. But for some people, air drying may work. For my hair, it doesn't. I need to sit under the dryer. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll let it dry more overnight, and then I'll come back and show you the results in the morning. In my opinion, you get very good results whether you have natural or relaxed hair with the straw. Plus, it's kind of an old school thing. When it first came out, it was just popular, like, oh, I got a straw set. But now, it's been around for a while, so it's kind of old school to go back and do a straw set. And it's just something different. So, I'm on my last curl here. Spray it, it's starting to dry out. When you feel your hair drying out, always go back and wet it, because if you don't, it won't come out as good. Now this is a little shorter, so instead of starting at the end, I'm just going to start at the middle actually, and roll the end around and under, and just kind of roll it up like so. Like I said, I did all of mine going in opposite directions. You just take your bobby pin or your hairpin. I prefer bobby pins. You can also use the hairpin that isn't folded like this, just the straight bobby pins, but these are hairpins. You need about, I only used about 40 of them maybe, but you'll need about 120 or so. So you want to buy a pack like this at any beauty supply, and you'll use a lot of them. I have all these straws left over also, so I'll just save them for another time. And that's, like I said, I'm doing this because my hair is short, so since my hair is so short, I can do different things. And if I don't like it, I just take it down, you know, or wash it out. It's not a big deal because I don't have a lot of hair. But for someone who has a lot of hair, if you do this, and for whatever reason decide you don't really like it, it can be a little bit of a frustration because you took the time to do all of these straws and then just to wash it out. So you want to take your time and do it on a day when you really don't have a lot to do, where you can actually just take your time and make small sections. I have a couple more in the back that I didn't see, so I'll do those. And for my hair, it dries pretty fast, just depending. Sometimes it dries fast, sometimes it dries slow, but I'm going to sit under the dryer about 30 minutes at the most, and I'll let the rest air dry. And then when I take it down, I'll just use some oil. You want to make sure you have some oil on hand. Any kind of oil you like, coconut oil, olive oil, just depends on your hair. It's a little thick for me, but olive oil will work. Argan oil, jojoba oil, any kind of oil to give a little shine and to decrease the amount of frizz that you will get when you take it down. I think that's it. So there you have it. There's my straw set so far. And I'll be back in about, well, actually tomorrow, but in video time it'll be about 2 minutes and show you the results. Keep on watching. Good morning, everyone. So it's the next day. It's about 6 in the morning and I'm up about to take these out. I already took a couple of them out, and the way you take them out is you get a little oil. Doesn't matter what it is. This is just the old bottle of Sweet Nature by Eddie product that I had, and I just put the oil in here. So I'm going to put it on top of here to make it easier to use. Just put it on top of this lid. And this is coconut oil and a little bit of olive oil and jojoba oil. And then I'm going to add a little of this argan oil. But you can use any oil that you like. Like I said in the last video, the oil just helps it to not be frizzy and add a little shine when you take it down. And you just kind of twirl it around your fingers with the oil. I could have used a little less setting lotion because it did kind of leave a little white residue, but the oil will help it go away, so therefore you don't have that white on your hair. And to take them down, just take the pin out, and you can either just unroll it and then just kind of untwirl it like so, or depending on your hair, sometimes you could just slide it straight down. I like to unroll it, so therefore you don't get that frizz that you might get if you just slide it down and it gets stuck. So you just take it down, twirl it on your finger. And then after you've taken all of them down, you can kind of see how it is and decide if you want to separate the curls or just leave them as they are. So I'm just going to keep taking these down, and I'll come back and put the oil on there. Okay, so I took them all out, and this is what it looks like. It's okay. I could have made the parts smaller, put less hair on each straw, and got a more full look since I don't have a lot of hair. However, it's not too bad. I might wear it for a couple of days and then go back and do it a little smaller just to see what the difference is. Now I'll separate a few of the curls to also kind of break it up a little. But I mean, basically, it's not too bad. So, this is a straw set. Just some spirals. Nothing too major. So, if you do yours, send me a video response or a link to your page and let me see how yours turned out.